Hi everyone, welcome to College Choice Foundation. My name is Josephine Lowry and I'm the Executive Director and co-founder. We help students like you who are highly motivated, hardworking, and high achieving, who come from disadvantaged backgrounds, find their best college fit, which we hope ultimately is your college dream. We are so excited that you want to be part of College Choice Foundation, and especially as a Bateman Scholar. We look forward to showing you through this video what we do, how we do it, and why we do it. And I think you'll see that we are one big family, and that's why we love doing what we do to help students like you. College Choice Foundation started about 6 years ago with just 2 students. Those 2 students recently graduated debt-free from Washington University in St. Louis. We're so proud Joy will be attending graduate school at Columbia University, and Michelle is doing research at a local hospital in St. Louis and plans to pursue her PhD in behavioral science. We currently have 18 high school seniors and 3 juniors. Our seniors attend high schools all over the city of Birmingham. I think we have a senior from at least every high school except maybe one, and Homewood High School. They are going to colleges all over the country. I mean, from Tennessee to Massachusetts and California to Alabama, and we couldn't be more proud of them. We have students who are attending schools like Yale, Vanderbilt, American University, Boston College, Berea, Sewanee, and even Pomona. And we are so excited to see where all of these kids land and how well they do. So guess what? You're up next.
And it went like...
So a little bit about us. Our board is made up of caring and compassionate individuals, many of whom grew up poor and have an understanding of what it's like to have to work really hard. Oh, guess what? I just lost my earring. Sorry guys, hold on. For me personally, I was raised by a single mother. She was an alcoholic. She didn't spend a whole lot of time with us. My brother and I waited in the free lunch line. We drank powdered milk, and we had a lot of food stamps that we relied on. My mom didn't take me to visit colleges, nor did she help me with my essays or with my applications. But because I had a guidance counselor who saw something special in me, she came to me and she helped me with my applications. She waived my fees, and because of her, I ended up getting a full scholarship to Vanderbilt, Sewanee, Emory, and Birmingham Southern. So when Dr. Mark Bateman, who is a good friend, approached me with the idea of helping high-achieving, motivated students who came from disadvantaged backgrounds navigate the college admissions process, I knew immediately it was my chance to play forward the kindness that had been shown me. And so we started College Choice Foundation. But my story may not be your story. You may have parents who are really engaged and want the best for you. They just don't have the resources. And so we're here to provide the resources that your family may need to help you get where you want to be in your college admission process. So now that you know who we are, you're probably wondering, okay, when do I get to hear about what you can help me with? And that's going to be pretty much the rest of this video. But what I want to point out is we are not a scholarship, so you're not applying to College Choice Foundation thinking that we're going to give you a scholarship of X amount of dollars. That's not what we do. We are here to help you through the process, and it's an intense process. We invest about 250 hours with each student, and probably maybe $5,000 helping with application fees, college visits, tutoring, ACT prep, and a lot more. And if you've ever been through this process, you know that it can be utterly exhausting and feel like it never is going to end. And if you're part of College Choice Foundation, often it can feel like you've had another AP exam. But trust me, it will be worth it. We love our scholars. We stay with them through the whole process. We help you with the college admissions process. And then when you're done and you go off to college, you're still really not done with us because we're here for you. We want to check in with you. We want to make sure you're doing okay. We don't offer financial support in college. Maybe one day we can, but we help with financial aid documents and other things that you might need in terms of advice. So with that being said, we will move on to the fun parts of this.
I'm grateful for College Choice because
I have two awesome mentors that has helped me through this whole process so much, and I can't even think about not being in this program, especially being a senior. I just can't even imagine my life without them, and I don't even want to, because this whole process, I know me and my mom could not have done it alone. And it's just, I'm sorry, I get a little emotional. It just made me feel so special that they believe in me and trust in me, and they're trying to help me get out into the world and be the best that I can be. So it's more than just a program. It's really a family that truly wants to see you win and will help you through at any time, any day, throughout the whole process.
One of the things that is unique about College Choice Foundation and that we do really well is our mentoring program. Every student will be paired with a mentor, and y'all might meet once a week or once a month, depending on what your needs are and where you are in the college application process. But your mentor will be there for you. They will check in on you. You can talk to them about problems, or you can just ask them for help on your essays. But they are there with you through the entire process. And in addition to having your own personal mentor who probably has gone through the college application process themselves, with themselves or with one of their kids, you also get the executive board. And that means you have another double layer or extra layer of help. And on the top of that, I guess, pyramid, you get me. And you get a lot of me. So I'm not going to look this pretty, and my hair's going to be in a ponytail, and you're going to get a lot of text messages or group me messages. So you just be prepared that joining College Choice means you are joining a family of people that will be there with you. And that is huge in this really intense process of figuring out where you want to go to college. So one of our primary goals with College Choice is to get your ACT score as high as possible. I think you all probably know that colleges require standardized test scores to get in, and typically in the South it's the ACT. If you haven't heard of the ACT yet and you're a junior or rising senior, then we got some work to do, but that's okay. That's what we're here for. And when it comes to the ACT, we are really particular about how many times you take it. And my kids think I'm crazy and probably deserve to have DHR call me, because my own kids, have taken the ACT at least 8 times. And I can hear you rolling your eyes going, no way. But they did, and they brought their scores up about 7 to 10 points. So in College Choice, we do expect you to take the ACT multiple times. You can take it actually twice for free. You can get a waiver from your counselor. And if you didn't know that, then I hope that that's something, whether you make our program or not, that you'll tell your friends. You also get to take it in school, I believe in February of your junior year. So that's 3 times, and that is awesome. But guess what? You can take it probably 4 more times if you have time in your schedule. And that's what we encourage, and that's what we pay for. And we help you with test prep, so you'll be prepared to take the test. And in our program, I think on average, our students have increased their test scores anywhere from 4 points to up to 10 points. So whether you want to go to Alcorn State or Tennessee State University or Yale, any point that you can do better on your ACT is that much more scholarship money that you can get, or more likely that you get in. So we really focus on ACT prep, and we're excited that we can do that and have the resources to help you improve your test score. Another thing that you will benefit from being a scholar with the program is personal counseling. Not counseling about your emotions necessarily, really, but counseling about what college is the best fit for you. And there are a lot of things that go into determining what is my best college fit. What is your best college fit? Do you want a big school? Do you want a small school? Do you want to be in the middle of nowhere? Or do you want a lot of activity? Do you feel like you would be better off, in California, far away from your parents? Or would you rather go to UAB, which is close to home and a fantastic school? So we meet with you multiple times to get this college list. Yes, it's kind of like the list. And that list evolves over the process. But in the beginning, it starts with about 20 schools, and we help you figure out what should those schools be that you should be looking at and then applying to. And once you get your list together, you will meet with your mentor and you will start the application process with those schools. Our goal ultimately is that you find a school that's affordable and is your best fit. And that might mean a school that is a $75,000 a year school like Boston College that is paying for you to go to their school, giving you that scholarship. Or it might mean that you want to go to UAB, but we got to figure out how to help you live on campus. Either event, at the end of the day, you will have a school that you love that you can afford. So you'll actually start applying to college in the fall of your senior year. And a lot goes into applying to colleges, and I'm not going to get into that here because you'll definitely fall asleep. However, I want you to know that one of the things that we offer our students is essay review and assistance and talking through essays and what should I write about, especially the big essay. We have a team of awesome mentors who will help you finalize your essays and make sure they reflect who you are and what you want to say. Okay, so now we're at October, and October is not going to be fun. October is financial aid applications, and I can't stress enough that doing the financial aid applications as part of your admissions process is critical if you want to get financial aid. Otherwise, you're not going to get any money from the government or from the schools that give financial aid. And this is where I think this is where College Choice really is so helpful to parents who haven't gone through this process, or it's been a while and things have changed. So there are two types of financial aid applications, and I think most of you have probably heard of one of them. That's the FAFSA, and that's due usually 1st of October, and it's not that hard to complete, but there are still things that happen with it that you might need help with. And then additionally, there's the CSS profile. And I don't know if you've heard of that, but it is a nightmare. It is the worst thing to have to complete because they ask almost every single question imaginable about your current situation financially. And our parents always turn to me when we're doing it and say, how do people do this alone? So we'll help you with that, and we'll make sure that all the follow-up financial aid information that has to happen does happen. And I will say this, I always think every year that financial aid is going to get easier and we're going to be done with it by December, but I'm still working on helping students right now get some documents in that will affect their package, and they have not gotten any money at these schools, including federal money, because there's still forms that need to be submitted. So we are here for y'all for that, and I like it, but I'm probably the only one in this program that likes doing the financial aid side of it. So we'll be here for y'all with that. I think the next thing we're going to talk about is the best thing that we do at College Choice because it's the most fun, in my opinion. It's the visits. We actually get to take y'all to awesome colleges to experience what it's like to tour, to meet other students, to visit with professors. In the fall, we like to go to schools that we can drive to. So we might go to Vanderbilt or Emory or Birmingham Southern, which of course is close. We might go to Kentucky to a school called Berea, and to Tennessee in the middle of nowhere to Swanee, which is my alma mater, so you can't say anything bad about it. And we also will visit, Alabama State University or Spelman. So we are fortunate that we have the financial resources to be able to take our students to visit awesome colleges. And I think that one of the most important things about choosing your college is to visit. And until you have visited a college, you really have no idea whether or not you're going to like it. And we have students who have been adamant they're not going to like a school, and then they visit and they fall in love with it. So college visits is really critical in this process. I feel like I'm droning on, but this is going to be how it feels when December and January and February hit. You're going to feel like Why are we here? Why are we still sitting here? Why do I not know where I'm going to college? Because it takes a while. This process is long, like I said, and the winter is hard because you don't know where you're going, and a lot of your friends may know where they're going. So private schools typically don't even release their decisions until late March or April. But it's okay, because when you finally do decide on where you're going to college, you will have met with us several times, you will have communicated with us multiple times, and we will have made sure that you understand your financial aid package. You really know what it means when it says you've got a $5,000 loan in it. Really, what does it mean about my Pell Grant money, and how much is it going to actually cost me? You know, how much do books cost? How much do I need to budget for personal expenses? How much is it going to cost me to fly to Boston if I go to a school in Boston? We help you with all that and with your family, so that when you finally do pick your college, you truly understand what is it going to cost for me to go there, and is it my best fit? And we live for it all year when we finally get that phone call or that message or even that Snapchat where our students tell us, this is what I've decided. And it is the best moment in all we do when we hear that from our students. And then we celebrate. So this process, as you've seen, is complicated. It's time consuming. There's a lot of, stuff being thrown at you, and you've been through a lot. We've traveled, we've celebrated, we've had parties, and we've become family. And that is what makes College Choice Foundation the most rewarding thing that I do.
Okay, got it.
Okay, if you're still with us, which I hope you are, you're probably wondering, what do I do? What do I do next? So next, you need to do the application. And you need to really be thoughtful about the questions we ask and put time into it. This will be good practice for you for when you get ready to do your college applications. So we really want you to do your best, and once we've looked at all our applications, there'll be an interview process. So you could be selected for an interview, and then after the interview process, we should release decisions probably in July. Now, we'll email decisions, and if you don't learn anything else from this whole video, I want you to learn this and remember it. Checking your email every day is critical in the college admissions process. Admissions counselors, they're not going to Snapchat you. They're not going to call you, most likely. They're going to email you. So I would suggest that you create an email just for this process. You can do a Gmail account or a Ymail that is something is for the college admissions process, and you check it regularly, and therefore it doesn't have a lot of junk mail. But that's where you'll hear from us if you've been given an offer to be in College Choice. So I want to thank you for taking the time to apply to be a College Choice Foundation Scholar. You probably don't need us to reach your college dreams, but we certainly do hope that we can be part of your journey.